Hi.
Hey,
This is
everybody.
take two. This is you don't know, but this is take two. So if Denise and I have something really fun we've been planning. Denise has been talking to me about this for a long time, and I finally got on board. So if you're watching this on the replay, drop hashtag replay. If you're new to me or Denise, drop that below. But make sure you say hi to us because we have jumped through all of the tech hurdles to be here with you guys right now. So Denise, I'm looking to see if we're really where we think we are this time.
I still don't see you on your page.
Yep, I am.
You are? Okay,
Yep,
hold
we are.
on. I keep refreshing. Oh, now
We
it's
are.
showing. Oh, guys, listen, you have no idea what we've been through. The
You
last
don't. You
hour.
don't.
Oh my
No, but
goodness.
we are here. We are here, and it looks a
Yes.
little different than what we're used to seeing. So make sure you press play.
Okay, hold on a second.
Okay.
It's Bear with us, guys. I'm trying to get this up. And we couldn't get onto my page, so we're just going to give it a second and have my assistant, Carrie,
Turn it over.
stream onto my page. So let me just check my page now, see if we're in there yet.
Yeah, and I want to get us. I'm gonna share this to. I'm gonna send out the text.
Yeah. Give us a second, guys.
Yeah, it's
All
looking
right,
much
we're on
better
my
now.
page too.
I see 7 people. Okay.
All right, we're on my page as well. Okay, so
Yeah.
did you text it?
Yay!
Did you
I'm
text
working on
out
it
your
right now.
peeps?
I'm,
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna take
listen,
out right now. So you two. Oh, I see
guys,
comments. Diane's here. Yay, Diane.
you
Woo!
see comments?
I see Diane and I see Marla. Woohoo! We have comments.
Okay, I'm going to see if I can see them. Oh, there we are. Oh, I see Tammy. Hey, Tammy.
Woohoo!
Tammy and
All
Tammy.
right. Tammy and Tammy. Oh my gosh,
Diane
we're
and
clicking the
Marla's here.
stats, guys. This is so
Oh, my
exciting.
word. So yes, so give us some grace. For the last hour, we have been trying to work this tech. We had to do something new. Long story short, you got just my hands. We couldn't get, first of all, we couldn't get it onto my page. And then I was like, well, you know what? Let's just do it because the peeps are waiting for us. So I figured, well, hey, Marcia, Crafty team is here. Awesome. So we apologize for being a little late, but hey, you got to roll with the punches, right? Because it's
You
worth the wait,
do.
guys. It really
It
is.
was. Okay, so you
We
have
got
no idea how long this has been in the works.
over a year.
Denise Denise has been bending my ear on this, and I kept saying, I don't really know if I can do it yet. Denise, I don't know if I'm able to do. I don't know if I have like the laser time or the bandwidth or the ability to do it. And yes, Crafty Team says it's a Monday. Oh yeah, Denise and I were like, why did we say we're going to do this on a Monday? Why? Like anyway, um, but she's been asking me to do this for over a year. And this is just phase one. Okay, guys, this is just step one. We've got more stuff
Yep.
coming for you. But I finally gave in June. Right?
I'm so happy you did because I think this is going to be a really fun thing. This is something that I have been wanting to do, and you're going to see as we explain this, you're going to see how it's all going to fall together and how this is going to grow. So we're pretty excited. Um, so I've got some printables, and Amy has something. So do you want to show them the frame first?
Yeah. So okay, so I do not have a finished one in front of me. That's my error. But I
I
have
can, I,
you can show us the my
yeah.
JCCers know what this is because they all have them. Everyone in the JCC has, well, my people who've been in for a little bit have a round and a square. But what this is an interchangeable frame, which means you do the frame once and then you can switch out your printables in it whenever you want. And the cool thing is if you do the flat wood, you can use, it can be a two-sider. What is that called? You know, you can flip it over. Reversible.
Yeah. Reversible. I was just saying like a flipper.
A flipper. I know it's a flipper. Go show them yours to me so I grab my box of Forever frames so I can show them.
So let me show you the printables, and we've got a few varieties, and we're gonna actually craft here with you guys too. But I created a printable collection that are gonna go with the frames. And so we've got the square frame and the round. And this one here, well, you guys know that I always want, if there's a space here, I'm going to give something to you. Okay. So we have a tag here. Now we're not going to use the tag today. However, we are working on getting a tag as well. Not necessarily a reversible tag, but we're going to do, we got some cool stuff coming up. So hang out with us. So we've got 4 printables. And what I did was I called it, this is called the Forever Frame. And Crafty Team, can you drop the link? Are you able to drop links on Amy's Live? I hadn't even thought about that. Crafty Team, let me know if you're able to drop a link, because we have links for this. And if you can't, then we got to figure something out. I'm just wondering if they're able, if my girl can, my team member can drop links onto your live. I never thought about that.
Oh yeah, she can comment links, but I think you sent me the links. I just closed out Voxer because I didn't want it to talk to us while we were live.
Okay.
So you gave me a link in the Voxer.
Oh, okay. She says she can. Yeah, okay. Guys, I'm backwards. I don't know why I can't switch it around without possibly losing y'all. So bear with me. This is backwards, so you're going to have to kind of adjust your eyeballs a little bit. And if you're just coming on, we had a heck of a time getting on here, so we're going with the flow. All right. So we have a fall and Christmas. So I created 2 Christmas designs. Let me show you the fall ones because that's the season we're in right now. So I created, we have a scarecrow. Isn't it cute? A little scarecrow. Okay. And then I also created a little sign. So it says happy, or sorry, it says hello fall. Now, if you see these lines, that's just my computer. These little lines aren't in there. And so these, I already created one. So this is the one that's in, this is the scarecrow, right? And the idea is you can just like, once you've done with the scarecrow, you flip it over and you add your Christmas. Okay. So we have the 2 falls. And then we have this here, pretty Christmas bluish color. So if you like the blues and the golds. And then we have a traditional red with, of course, we had to have some cream because, you know, that's what we do around here. Okay, so these, once you cut these out. We don't do
bright whites either. We do brighter whites than you, but I do like a creamy white.
Yeah. So those are the printables. You can now get these. These are available on the website. And here's the thing. You're going to go to my website to grab the printables. Amy, you have a link. Here's the thing. We're just kind of, Amy and I have known each other for a while now. And in a perfect world, I'd be on mine. She'd be on hers. Listen, guys, just wherever you're getting the link from, just grab it. Okay. It doesn't really matter at this point whose link you're using. But these frames are on Amy's site. Okay. So you're going to go to Amy's site for the frame and then my site for the printables.
But Denise also has a link. And didn't you put a link in your printables to the frame or no?
Yes.
Or in that packet?
When you purchase the printables, you'll get all 4 pages, plus you'll get another PDF explaining a little bit more about it. And then at the bottom, there'll be a link for the square one and the circle. So you can just go ahead and grab the printables, and then the links for the frames are there, and it'll take you right there to her site.
And you know what? I bet your crafty team or Carrie could go ahead and open that PDF up and drop your link in too.
Yeah, she has the link. Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, have her
Oh,
drop it in there.
Tammy has the square forever frame.
Tammy used to be in the JCC.
Oh yeah, yeah. Tammy. I think we share a lot of people because I'm like Tammy's my girl, and I think Tammy's your girl too.
She was for a while. She was in
Yeah.
the JCC for a while. Yeah. Hey,
Um.
Jennifer.
So we're pretty excited. This is just the beginning. Oh, Gail says she just purchased. Awesome.
Woo-hoo.
Hey, Jen's here.
So,
Jennifer's here. Canvas signs and
yeah.
designs.
So
So go ahead.
the great thing about this is, like Denise said, it's just the beginning. We've got some other, I don't know how much you want to tell them, Denise, but we do have some other packs coming. And
Yep.
because Denise has wanted to have like wood surfaces that match what she gives you guys, because a lot of you guys who are maybe selling it or gifting it and you want a custom size for it, we're going to be doing that. So it's going to
we've got something. Sorry, go ahead.
It's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to show you guys how to make the forever frame, but I thought I would do something a little different with this one. This is the round one, and I have these little half wood beads that I'm going to glue on first.
Nice.
And then to make just a different little look on the frame. Why Denise is over there crafting. So yes, we share Gail Nichols too. So here's a this half wood bead. I don't know what size I could measure them with my calipers, but just this second, I wanted to share this into my groups. But yeah.
If you've bought any of my printables, or if you're in the Digital Print Clubhouse, a lot of the printables have a 4x4. Okay. So you can go back to a lot of the printables, and a lot of them have already a 4x4. Not all, they won't have this size circle, but they'll definitely have that too. So,
and the great thing about it, and you probably noticed just by looking at the difference when Denise shared it, I was looking for my website, is that it gives you like an instant up level to your frame, right? So it gives you an instant, or to your printable. It's just a really easy way to add a bit of oomph to your frames or to your printables.
Yeah, and here's the thing: is you can, like, if you see here, you guys know that I like to use ink. So this is stained with Distress ink, okay? And then this one I'm doing today is painted with just some plaid chalk paint. But you could totally just use this and get this beautiful stain. And then, but look at the possibilities. You could take this out and say you can put this in here, right? So I'm going to show you the difference between, you know, having it on the cream and having it on that. So I think this is going to be cool.
So like I have a black one, I have a navy one, I have a brown one. A lot of the ladies in my Joyful Crafting Club have multiple frames for just different themes. Like I did mine in navy for 4th of July. I think I did this one in black for our sunflower tray was the one. I know I gave them, they got one during the sunflower, and then when the Joyful Crafting Club turned 1, everybody got a new forever frame. Bobby is asking where I got the stands behind my paints. So Amazon, there is a link in my Amazon storefront.
I wanted to mention too, I think you get this, these are separate, right? So you get the frame and then you have to buy the inserts, right?
Yeah, the inserts are separate. Yeah.
Yeah. And how many inserts do you get?
5 inserts in a pack.
Yeah, 5 insert, guys. Okay. So that's 10. That's 10 signs that you can make with just one set. So don't forget, you need that and then the inserts. Okay.
Yeah. And Denise did ask me for, She was like, girl, where's the QR code? So I'm going to show you guys how to build it today. And then actually it's funny because Anna, someone who helps me here, she I asked her if she'd be willing to just like record putting it together and then I can do the voiceover. So, hey,
Oh,
Colleen.
yeah. Okay, so I think your people are going to know how to do it. It's my people who may not know how to put this together.
Yeah, so
As I was trying to put this together, oh my God, I was like, I called her up and I said, girl, you need a QR code for us people who don't do wood.
yeah, so we're gonna work on that, but I'm gonna show you how to do it now. Now these wood
Yeah.
beads that I have here don't come in the kit, but I'm just doing it to give you guys, like Denise put a little bow on her, so I'm just giving you guys like another way to think about, because it's a great little surface you can do anything with. Crackle it, decoupage it. I mean, if you wanted like a stripe on there, whatever, do whatever you want with it. It's
Oh
wood.
my God, I was trying to decide. I was like, I got so many ideas. You could put transparent. We have transparent files that you could put that on. I'm not
Yeah.
finished framing this out. I'm going to come back with some black maybe or brown. But we're going to do that in a second. But what I wanted to mention, y'all might be seeing me using this. This is a removable. Now when you buy these, you get 5 of these pieces, which reversible, they're now 10. So you don't really need to do this, but if you really want to make sure that you can pull this off after and change it out again, then
Yeah.
use that. But honestly, I mean, it's such a good deal. I wouldn't even bother, but I'd like to be able to give you guys options.
Well,
So
and let's say you're doing one for a birthday party, and you have happy. So someone messaged me, because I teach like a digital, like how to use Canva and make printables class, and I have some of Denise's people in my class, and they were making like custom graphics for their friends to post on their Facebook timeline. So let's say you do a birthday tray and you want it to say like happy birthday, Bobby, right? Happy 5th birthday, Bobby. Well, like of course you want to take that off, right?
yeah,
Dixie asked what size beads I'm using. Dixie, I don't know. I'd have to get my calipers and measure them. I can measure them afterwards, but they're smaller than 10 millimeter. They might be 10 millimeter.
did you get them off of Amazon?
Yeah. They're just half wood beads. These are probably 10 millimeter.
I hate that they size things in millimeters. Like, come on.
So Patricia's asking if I ever participate in vendor shows. She's in Newark. No, I'm in Ohio. She's in Newark. If anybody is wondering, so she's close to me. No, because here's the deal. I have 3 kids, 12, 11, and 8. And they're all super active, and the vendor shows are weekends. And I have the best husband in the world, but there's no way we could do our weekends and have me do vendor shows, because most weekends we're going in different directions with kids to all their activities. But Patricia, we are planning on at some point doing a live crafting soiree. And so if you're following along, I'm not sure when, but we will be doing something like that. Can we order the printables? Yeah. So Colleen, the crafty team is dropping that in the link.
Yeah, she'll drop it. It's in the comments, but she'll drop it again.
Yeah, she just dropped it again, I think. So Michelle's here. Rosalind says, "Am I in Canada?" No, I'm local to the States. Sorry, my brain is still not. I'm local to the States. No, I'm in the States. Are you in Canada, Rosalind?
Do you ship to Canada?
Not right now. And we talked about it, and you said most of your people are stateside.
It's expensive, guys, because you end up paying, like, she shipped these out to me and I paid quite a bit in duties.
Oh, did you?
Oh, yeah.
The shipping wasn't cheap before that either.
See,
The shipping
our
was
government wants a piece of the pie, so.
Yeah, because the shipping just to get it to Canada, I feel like it was $20.
Yeah.
And it was a small box.
Yeah. All right, so I painted this and I kind of did a ridge. I don't know if this is what I want to do, but I'm going to kind of go for it. I'm just going for it. Like, I guess I could just put that in there.
Hi, Renee. It is, but I think it will look cute if you distress it.
You know what? I'm going to do another layer of this because I was playing around with making it look chippy, but I didn't want to go too in depth with it. And of course, I've already glued mine together. But once you've made one, guys, it really is very, very simple. If I can do it, you can do it. Don't get a lot of paint on the inside. You don't need to paint the inside. So don't be.
And if you paint it before you put it together too, makes it easier to paint.
I did.
Well, no, I'm just telling them. I'm telling them yeah, because they're watching. And I don't want to put my frame up yet. So wait, we have Rosalind. So Renee says, hey, Rosalind says that's why you can't order from the US. So just like if you can't, yeah, that's Denise and I kind of talked about that for right now. That's where we are with it, but we'll see, as things progress. But just keep in mind, use this as inspo, right? Because we are in a global type where, I might see something cool that someone's doing in England, just use it as inspo.
Yeah. You can also get these printables. I mean, if you like these printables, you can get them and just put them on a 4x4 canvas.
Yes, get the printables. And Retha says it's her first time here. Awesome. I don't know. Are you from Denise's page? Are you first time ever, Retha?
Yeah, we're streaming on both, sort of.
We're glad to have you. I'm just trying to do something, show people something a little different.
Is that really loud? The dryer?
No. So I just took the 10 millimeter wood beads and I'm just gluing them on right now.
I really like that idea of those beads.
We're going to see how it works out, if it works out how I have the idea in my head. I'm using Loctite, guys. It dries really quickly, so you need to be good with your placement when you put it down, but it holds really, really well. Carrie says you're not finding. Oh, are you not finding the circle frame? Are you not finding the circle insert? Carrie.
I had, you know what? It's in the tier tray. It's not in the. If you're on her site, if you're using the link, we dropped the link to it. Maybe Carrie will drop the link again. And that will take you right to the product. Maybe Carrie can drop both the square and the round. All right. Oh, what do I want to do? So this is what it looks like so far. Like that. And I kind of like that. I think that's pretty. But, I mean, I'm going to do the sides. I'll have to do the sides with the paint, but I'm going to do that after.
So we don't usually paint the sides.
No? Well, even on the white? Yeah, I guess you don't have. Oh, see, yeah, you don't use brushes. I'm not really incorporated into the sponges, and when you use a brush, it kind of leaks over.
Yeah, we're I'm just seeing if maybe we need to create like a collection, Denise. right?
Yeah, I guess it depends on what, I don't know.
We can
Carrie's dropped the
find,
link. Carrie
okay.
dropped the link there.
I think we can definitely create a collection for it just to make it a little more, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Guys, we're learning as we go.
We got a little thrown off with all the tech.
So Alma's asking, good morning from Phoenix, Arizona. What was the product used to make the frame look crackled?
I don't do crackle.
You said you were trying to make it look a little
chippy.
I
just use like a little spatula and just kind of go over it a couple of times, and it creates ridges. So when I come back with this and add a little bit of color, it just hits the top of it. But yeah.
Okay, Gail's asking if the inserts come with the frame. No, they're separate, Gail. Was it gesso? I don't know. Was
what?
Any gesso?
Gesso?
I don't know.
Was it gesso? No. No, this is what I used here. Chalk paint. Gesso's going to be too thin, so you don't want to do gesso. Marla is in my mixed class, so we use mixed media. We do a lot of gesso, but no, you want something thicker, or you can use regular paint, plastic paint, like an acrylic paint, but you just have to do a few layers. Do you get all 5 inserts with the frame? Yes. So
no.
When you buy the inserts, which you get 5, and then you buy the frame. I'm not liking the brown.
Why?
Do you think it looks okay?
It looks
I don't
great.
know.
So if you paint the sides, here's what I would tell you with the sides. Because I have painted the sides of things white. I should do a picture of, we did I called it Relax and Renew after the holidays, and it's gorgeous. It's like a lantern.
Oh, okay.
So what I suggest, what we did with that is it just takes a couple coats, really.
Yeah, I'm going to paint the sides now. I mean, these go together so fast.
They do, I know. Oh, yeah. So we clean the sides as we go, too.
You what? Oh, I'm a messy painter.
Yeah. I'm always on my videos, and I'm like, so y'all, if you're going to sell this, clean your sides. Do not sell it or gift it when it's looking like this.
Well, I was going for the chippy look.
I know. No. I just give you a hard time. You know, I'm always telling them, like, I have 2 things with them. Like, clean your sides and trim your bows.
And I'm like, don't trim your bows. Leave it all messy. And you know, another big thing that's different between you and me, what? I don't seal my stuff. You seal your things, right?
He's over here.
Huh?
I'm like, oh my gosh, seal your stuff.
No, you don't need to seal it. Oh, Lordy.
Denise and I we have fun.
Okay, good enough. All right. Yeah, I'm not sure if I like this brown. I'm going to go back over it. I'm going to leave it white. And yes, don't be painting this before you glue it on. Like, paint it before you glue it. I'm just keep changing my mind here.
So, and the other thing I want to tell you, if you are going to do, like, paint the edges of it, just like the inside edges where you're going to put the insert.
Yeah, you don't need to, though, eh?
No, but if you do, be like, what's the word I'm looking for?
You don't be dripping.
Go really thin.
Yeah.
And let it dry completely, because the problem is if you have that wet paint, it's gonna your printable little interchangeable thing is gonna get stuck right in there.
Yeah, because it fits perfectly. It snugs right in. So any little extra is going to cause it some issues. But if you honestly, guys, like look at this one I did. While that's drying, look at this one. This is stain. It's not even, and it's just ink. And I did the, not this one here. Hold on. Yeah, I did the back and everything with this. Right?
Okay, Alma's asking about sealer. So Alma, I don't do if you want to seal for coasters, you need to use something like triple thick. That triple
Oh
thick
yeah.
spray.
Coasters you definitely need to seal.
And but don't use what I use because I use DuraClear. It's a water-based polyurethane. That's not going to work for your coasters. You need like that triple thick spray to really.
You can use this for your this happens to be right here. This is what I used for my coasters. So I put a printable in it, and then I sprayed several coats, and it's Mod Podge Super High Shine, and it's been working really well.
So there's another idea for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but do not. Yeah, you've got to use something that's
something strong.
And that, yeah, that's meant for that application.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I just made all these videos, and I was like, guys, when you don't trim your bows, it's just like getting all dressed up to go out to dinner. You get your hair done, you get your fancy dress on, got your heels on, and then you don't do your makeup. I'm like, no, trim the bow.
Okay, so are you talking a bow or are you talking a shabby bow? If you're talking just like a bow, yeah, you want to trim that.
Yes, that's
like here, like this one. I just did a simple little knot. But yeah, I'm just teasing because
no, so am I. The shabby bow, no, because what Denise does, well, even then, sometimes when I do like just a messy bow, sometimes the ribbon pieces are so different in length that you have to, like, you wouldn't want one hanging down like 3 inches longer.
Yeah, you gotta trim it up. Usually, what I'll do with my shabby bows is I'll put it on and then I trim it. Like I'll kind of let it lay the way I want it, and then trim it. So.
Okay. So I just got done gluing my wood beads on. They look like this. How cute that is. I dropped some, but we're just going to leave them on the ground. So this is just another way you can do it. I just painted these like Denise did, but since hers are painted, I wanted to give you another option. It's quick and simple. This is just with a baby wipe, like black paint with a baby wipe. And then this is navy paint, sanded, and then I sealed it with DuraClear.
Let's do the other side of this.
Yes.
What do we want to do? I like this. So here, let me show you. Let me finish this off. I'm going to do another little simple bow because I like bows. And if you're not a bow person, don't do bows. This is just giving you inspirations. Let me trim this. And if you really want to get fancy, you could even make this removable, and you would just add a little piece of Velcro. So if you know you're going to always want this color, like if it's a neutral color, put a little piece of Velcro on the frame and here, and then you can remove that. So.
I'm trying to pick up my.
That's right, Marla. Give him a haircut.
Okay, I'm going to go with this. I think if I can get to my bowl.
Oh, look at that. You could even, guys, you could even take this and put it all the way around. I mean, honestly, the possibilities are endless. Oh, I cut that too short. I think. Hold on. I'm just going to tie it in a knot. I might have to get another piece.
So I'm going to use linen, I think.
Oh, it's too short. Okay, hold on.
Linen. Denise or Gail's asking if you paint the beads. They're half beads, Gail. So they're not full beads. And so I don't think painting them beforehand would do anything for you. Um
Yeah, I think that's one thing that you get either way. Don't you put I think I've seen you take some tape and then you can stick them on the tape and then do them, right?
yeah, you could paint them that way too, but um
Or is it just easier to get them on and then paint it after?
I think this for this it's just as easy.
Yeah.
Um
Yeah, because they're flat, I don't think it's a nuisance.
but I just have a small paintbrush, and it's hard. See, it's not much different than the color of this frame, the wood actually. Um, Especially hard to see on camera. But let's see. Marlu's here.
Hey, Marlu.
Um, but and if you're one of Denise's regulars, I think that like, and you're like, hey Denise, this would be this size like wood like cut out would be really helpful to me. Tell her, because we're talking about what that is going to look like. Okay. So
Uh-oh. Yeah, and different sizes. We're going to work on different size. Like, because a lot of my printables have a 6x6, 4x4. Sometimes we do 8x8, and we're looking into more possibilities. So this is just the beginning. Like I said, if at the beginning, I've been wanting to do this with Amy for over a year now.
I feel like, no, I can't. I don't think so, Denise. I don't know. Well, I have a great team now.
Well, that's the thing. You weren't in a position at the time a year ago to do that. I mean, you've grown your business, right? So
yes, I have two of my great team members over here right now.
Okay, look at that, guys. That's the cream, right? Totally different. And then here, this is what's so cool. You can just play around with things. Like, say if you want to see what it looks like in here, right? So cute. And then say you want to see what the blue looks like anything I think goes with stain, right? I think this kind of stain color looks good in anything. But let's take, and then hold on, we got the red one too. I don't think I used the other one. I can cut it out and do it in the back. Let's do that. So even that, you got your traditional color, but you still have this beautiful creamy color. And then really let's grab the other one because we haven't done the other one. Which one are you doing?
Me? I was going to do the fall if I ever get there.
The fall? You're going to do that one? Okay, good. So she's going to show you how the fall one looks. So yeah, let me put this back. And they sit up just perfectly like that. Once you got this all glued on, put it on like that. And these, if you're following me, Amy does a lot of beautiful stuff with tier tray. So I think this is sized perfectly for a tier tray, right?
Yeah, that's why that we started with this size, honestly, because I put printables in my I have a monthly like tier tray club. It's called the Joyful Crafting Club, and I put printables in the box. But they're already printed. They get the digital version too, but part of what I do for them is I print them out. And then, so because it's just a nice, easy way to add an extra piece to your tier tray set.
Yeah. And if you don't want to put it on a frame, you could totally just put like a little string or something on here and you could hang it up.
Oh, yeah. If you want. So we do. I don't have an example of, I took it down, but but I took a little, this is like another wood cut out with a string behind it, but you can just, yeah, glue the string and then hang it on a little stand like that.
Yeah.
I had a little mini sign on there, but I took it down to hang up my ghosts. So you can hang it, even if you made, like hang it from a window, you can put those little suction cups, put on your window over your kitchen. I have one my husband got me, like a personalized one he ordered for me, and it's hanging over my kitchen window.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, just a little sign.
And of course, you could add bling or a button, or you could leave it. I mean, honestly, you could leave it. I think I'm going to add this to this
Oh,
because
that's so
this is,
cute, Denise.
yeah, it's making it a little on the bling side if you like the bling. So this is more homey, like not homey, but more country-ish. And then this one's kind of more blingy.
Yeah, but you could they said decoupage a napkin on the frame I mean,
Yep.
even just, it's just wood. Think of it as wood cut out, a blank canvas, right? Okay. So I've got this painted. I'm gonna let it dry and then I'm gonna antique it. But I wanna move this paint out just a little bit.
I'm going to try and attach this because I want to take pictures of this after. So I am going to put this together. I had to actually call her up. It's like, how do I do it?
I know. We'll get the QR code rolling.
Well,
Right
on the
now,
round one, it is very simple. But you know, if you're not used to woods, you can just contact Amy. She'll help you, or watch a few of hers. I mean, if you're on her page, you've seen them.
and there are a handful, like the sign stands, the interchangeable sign. The people who are used to me, like in either in my club or craft with me often, they just know. Usually,
I think I put it upside down.
let's see. So no, that is upside down. Yeah, no, it
But
doesn't matter as long as you can get to the little square is just the push out, right? So it doesn't matter. That little opening is just for you to take your finger and pop it out through the back. I'm over here having trying to get it to look like I sanded it, but I can't sand the wood beads yet. So if you're wondering what I'm doing, if you know me well, you know I'm not happy about not being able to sand it. Rosalind said, "This is so cute. Thank you. We're having fun." I will say that Denise is persistent.
Well, you brought it up the last time we were together, and I'm like, "Hey, you ready?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Cool."
All right, so I'm just going to clean the edges of my frame with a baby wipe. It's easiest if you want to clean them to do it when it's wetter, and the inside so that it doesn't look sloppy. See, Josie's here. Hi, girl. So I don't know if any of you guys know, but Denise and I it's been has it been almost 2 years since we did our first live together, Denise? It was like right after we met at the mastermind because we did the jar.
I think we met 2 years ago in January of this next year. Yeah. Almost 2 years.
That is cute. So I'm just going to dry this real quick.
I feel like I've known you a lot longer though.
I know.
Because we get together, guys, and like 3 times a year. I missed you this time though.
I know I missed you guys too. I didn't go. I was sick. You guys were glad I didn't come, but because nobody wanted that, whatever that was. And you know what? We were so, I mean, it worked out because we were just so busy here that by the
Yeah.
time, 'cause Susie had been sick, who works here, and she does all the packing and shipping. You guys, when you get it and it's gorgeous, it's because Susie did it. It's not because I did it. But she was sick for a week, so I was doing all of that, and then I got what she had right before Mastermind. Joe got it, I don't know, and then something similar, and then I got it, and so, all right.
Okay, what glue do you use? I'm using hot glue, but I'm also using my fabric tack. But
So
what
yeah,
glue do you normally use?
I use either Gorilla Glue spray adhesive or Loctite, but I got this new glue to put in. I just put out some kids kits, and I got this new glue here.
Is
It's
it wood?
Yeah, it's a wood glue.
Okay.
We package this, so it comes in a huge container, and then we package it and label it. And
Oh, okay.
so this stuff is actually amazing. I'm very impressed with it, surprisingly.
Yeah, and guys, I would normally, if this is for me, I mean, I don't know. Do you paint the backs?
I don't,
Yeah.
unless
Some
if
people.
I'm going to gift it, or
Oh,
if
yeah.
you're going to be able to see the back, or if I'm going to sell it. A lot of times I would finish the back.
I like things quick, and that's like if you use the stain, you know how it took me like only seconds to get the stain on here. To paint this would be annoying for me. So, oops. But if you like to, you can totally paint all that. Just paint it all before you put it together. All right. There we go. So now that's all ready to go. Oh, it's got to set more. Keeps coming out.
Hey, Kim Carol. So
Let me try again.
Elaine says she loves when we do things together. Yay! So do we, Elaine. I've just got 320 grit sandpaper, and I can't help myself. I've got to go over this just a little.
So if you have patience, guys, I would use this instead of hot glue.
Or
That's my preference.
So you can use a wood glue, clamp it. The Loctite, actually, I love for the back because it sets it really quickly. Hi, Marilyn.
There we go.
Okay, so I've got I really like this.
Yeah, so you want to do it the other way around, guys. Like I did it the wrong way. This should be up. This should be at the bottom. And that should be at the top, so you don't see it when it's down. But you're not going to do that. You're just going to put it up like that. So
Once your frame is you've got your little insert in, you won't see it anyway.
I think I messed this up. I'm not. Listen, there's two things in this world that Denise doesn't do. Ladies that follow me, I want you to put it in because it's very well known. What are two things that I don't do? Two things I don't work in.
Oh, do you not build IKEA furniture, Denise?
Well, no, I don't do that either. But oh, there we go. It's working now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks right from here.
I don't sew and I don't cut wood because you need measurements.
Oh yeah.
I like to eyeball things. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there.
Okay, see, Twyla's here. Did I say that right? Twyla? TW.
Josie and Michelle got it right. Hey, okay. Twyla. Bye, Gail. Hello, Miss Margarita.
I know. She told me at one point she was considering like laser.
Yes. We were going to do laser when I had the warehouse, and I just, Kelly was going to run it because I'm not going to run it. And then Kelly kind of got taken back into her corporate job. So it was like, nah, that's not gonna. I'm so glad I didn't, because I really do not miss the warehouse.
Okay. So I'm just going to rub the Decor wax over this.
I know you meant Josie.
You know what? It's good to know though, like sometimes you see something going on and you think, oh, like this is such a great idea. And then, but you know yourself well enough to know that like that's not your jam. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would love to sew, but it's because I would love to make my own clothes, but it's just no, it's not joyful for me. It just causes me pain. Now, if you missed it at the beginning, we're working on, like, there's a tag in this collection, and we're working on, she's going to create tags for me. Wood tags, guys, wood tags. So there's just a little tag you can do. I'm done. So I'm just kind of killing time here.
Well, I'm just trying to distress mine. Like maybe I was overly ambitious, but so I'm just
teasing you.
adding like a little Decor wax, which is an antiquing agent around the edges and on the beads, and then I'm just wiping it off just to make it look a little older and a little funkier. I won't seal it because, and you know what, I can show them the printables, Denise, but I don't have to actually put mine in the frame because they know what it looks like. But I'm just
There's no rush. There's no rush.
Yeah,
we're good. I'm just teasing you. You're all good.
Yeah, this looks really pretty. It's so crazy to think that like
yeah, let us know in the comments if you want, like, because we're thinking of different. This is a very like a different frame size or something. I don't know. We haven't really hadn't had a chance to talk about it, but
but a couple of things we've talked about are maybe some different types of frames too, like maybe a more decorative, larger frame for the 6x6s that could go on a mantle or a shelf. We've talked about different, I've got some ideas for like different patterns in the background, like instead of just that frame, having the frame resting like on a quatrefoil pattern, or we talked about maybe even having like bundles of wood cutouts that like a crafty DIYer, pack 1, 2, and 3, and pack 1 comes with this, 2 comes with this, 3, so that you guys have the convenience of having like whatever wood cutouts you want. Oh, look how great this looks. It's really good.
I like it.
I do too. Just nice and just a little funky.
It just gives it a whole, I mean, look at the different looks that you're going to get. That's so cute. And it fits perfectly too.
It does.
There was no space, right? Like, did you butt them all together, or did you have to do a little space in between?
It's called, so like the laser's set to like print a certain size. It's called kerf though. So we had a whole, you just have to know like what size the inside is and then fit it to come out of the middle. Hey, Amy Hoadley. Oh, it's Amy H. Woo.
Hey, Amy.
Hey, girl. So Josie says oval frames would be nice. That sounds very DIYer.
Yes. So, yes, if you've been following me, I used to have the oval frame. I haven't thought about that. It doesn't, and we could make it like a forever. That's a great idea. We'll keep that in mind, because the oval frame, when I had my other group, they loved it. They loved it.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Okay, I'm gonna just seal it then since we're. Yeah, how are
Yeah,
you, Amy?
it's Denise here, Amy. Denise's hands.
With Denise's hand. Say hi to the hand. So we were live and we were streaming and we're like, no one's here, and we're like, well, we can't find it, and we're having a good time and we're chatting and we're laughing, and we're like, but we can't find the stream. Where are we streaming? We were streaming somewhere else, just totally like not where we thought we were. So we had
Nope.
to stop and restart. I'm getting a makeup sponge to seal this with.
Yeah, that's what I like. You got makeup sponges.
It's harder to get in the cracks with the makeup sponge for this, but I'm just hitting it really good, and I'll go back and we'll clean it up with a brush. But
And if you are new to me, I always suggest to print your printables in 32-pound bright white. And the 32-pound is just it's a little heavier, it's a little thicker than the 28-pound paper. And you always want to get a nice bright white. It should say bright white or brilliant white, something like that, because then what happens is, just like when you're decoupaging, your image, the color will hit your paper. It's more true to the actual color. So, because a lot of regular paper that you just get on Amazon, like the cheap copy paper that you just do in black and white prints, that's grayish and it will change the look. Um, so that's why I always suggest 32-pound bright white.
oh, I love this. Look. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put this thing together. I'm gonna start with the back first while that dries. The round frame, which I've got to add this into the file on the black, but the round frame has this little oval, and you've got these pieces. So you've got your kickstand, your like, I don't know, your oval attacher, and then you have these two little doohickeys with holes in them. One short and one like you have the longer part goes into the oval attacher, we will call it. Oh, there's Joe, my husband. He loves the dual crafting ideas.
Hey,
Yeah,
Joe.
hey, honey. So what you do is this gets glued to the back of the frame. That's step one, right in that little hole. If there's so just pop it right in. And this is why I like the Loctite for this because it's so quick. It dries so quick and there's no waiting. Okay.
I'm pretty excited the fact that these 4x4s, a lot of my previous prints will go in there. So I'm going to go back into some of my prints. So if you're in the Digital Print Clubhouse, guys, go back and take a look to some of
So
these designs.
I've got this on here now. And so it's not, I wasn't paying attention when I held it down. It's on there now. It's a little higher on one side than the other, but it's not going to matter because it's a round frame. So now we're going to take this. I'm going to squirt my Loctite down in this first hole on the left or the right. It doesn't matter. Pick one. I'm going to shove my little round doohickey holder into that hole. Step one. Now I'm going to put this here, slide it in. Okay. And I'm going to tilt it up. I'm going to put more glue down in. Okay. And then I'm going to just wedge this down in here, put the hole in, and then shove it in to the hole, and then push it down and hold it, and it's done. Okay. And that's all she wrote. And once this dries, it'll stand. Okay. And then you just glue this. I'm going to glue this on the front. And then we're done. I'm going to use this glue because it's here. This was in the kids' kits. People are my page, you know. I crafted with my son. We have new kids' kits, and he,
Oh, that's cute. You have a new kids kit?
yeah, it's a Halloween kids' kit. And so,
Oh,
um,
nice.
And it comes with the glue, the paint, and the paintbrushes. I don't do that for the grown-ups, but for the kids.
Yeah.
It's priced for kids too, which is great. I'm very passionate about getting kids to be creative. So I was excited we finally did it. So then I'm just gonna see, this is gonna take a minute to set, but and this I
Kids
love,
love crafting.
they do.
I crafted with my mom when I was a kid.
My mom
You
had a
know,
huge
you know
drawer.
what my mom did? She'd make bread clay. So
Uh-huh.
she would take bread and glue, white glue, and a little bit of salt, and she would mix it all together.
Mm-hmm.
I said bread, right? Bread, glue,
Yeah.
and a little bit of salt so it doesn't go bad. And then she would make these flowers. She would get it all made up and then make these little petals. And she made flowers like that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I remember being a little kid and helping her with that. Always like to get the glue all smushed up.
See,
Looks
there you go.
cool.
There's the frame. And then you would just pop your printable on, right? So these are the her fall ones. Look how cute these are. Very, very classic.
Yeah, let me show you the again. So that's the one that she's gonna put in. Hello fall. We got some beautiful oranges. And we
So
have a nice traditional poinsettias and reds. Go ahead.
I was gonna ask you, so when you guys are crafting, like when you're saying the 32-pound bright white, is there a certain brand you prefer? Does it matter?
I have only gotten the one brand, and I don't even remember what it is. Whatever you can get, as long as it says 32 pounds and it's bright white or brilliant white, it'll say something like that.
Okay.
So I don't know. There could be a quality difference. I get mine at Staples. They only have one brand, and I can't remember what it is. Because I take it out and I put it in my shelves, so I don't have the container anymore.
I know Walmart makes a pin and gear, really nice, high quality, bright white.
Okay, so can you guys see the difference here? This is regular paper, okay? And you can't really see the weight, but look at the difference in color. Okay? So this looks white, but when you actually put a bright white beside it, you see the difference. So it makes a huge difference when you add the inks to this. So it's just like decoupaging. So can you guys see that on the camera? Oh. Where'd Amy go? We lost Amy.
I'm just plugging in my craft iron.
I have to look up. My camera's behind for some
I'm
reason.
trying to decide which thing I should unplug. I'm like, oh my gosh, what if I unplug the lights? What if I unplug this? I'm down there just like, like those shows where you watch and they have to like cut the detonator. I was having one of those moments. Like, okay, which one do I pull?
Can you see the difference, Amy?
I
In color?
can't.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. We do that bright white. I feel like it's.
Here's the thing. If I did not know this, for the longest time, I used just regular paper. And then I used to get this printed at Staples for my group. And I said, well, how come this is nicer paper? And she says, well, it's 32-pound bright white. And I'm like, well, show me that. And I did it, and it made a huge difference. So if you've never seen the difference, this is going to be fine. You know, if you can't go out and get some or you can't find it, don't worry. I still want you to use your printables, right? But you will notice a difference. It just makes it look nicer. And this 32, it has I don't know, this is more dry feeling. That's why I don't seal this, because I just don't need to. HP Marilyn says she uses. I think that might be what mine is too.
So So I know I seal my printables. I seal everything though. I didn't do the little like I did the wrong thing. I was rushing and I didn't like do my little ring to make sure I get it in the right spot. Do you have any tricks for that, Denise?
So what I like to do is I'll cut it out completely first, right? So I'll cut it out from the square, and then I put it on, and I usually make these just slightly larger. But if you don't have that extra square around it,
Yeah.
then it's just a little easier. Actually, while I'm doing this, I'm gonna grab so I can take some photos. I'm gonna do one real quick.
You know what? This would also be it.
So let me show you how I do it for the round. The round's gonna be a little trickier because there's no corners.
Right.
I completely cut it out.
So someone's got a question. Sherry is saying she's got to replace her printer and she has an HP, but she's thinking about refillable ink.
Absolutely. You want to get, if you can get a printer that has ink where you fill it. Epson, I use an Epson.
You use an eco tank?
Yeah. It lasts. Okay, so mine is, I don't even tell people my brand, like the number, because I use a very high-end one for fast printing when I had the warehouse. But Epson, you buy the ink, I swear it lasts forever. So here's the thing with printers. You either front load your cost or you don't. So you can buy a more expensive printer that has ink that you add. It might cost you more at the beginning, but honestly, I change my ink once a year. I spend $100 on ink a year. That's it. And you know how much I print.
And so I have an eco tank, but I didn't buy it for printable crafting. I bought it for sublimation.
Oh, okay.
But I was gonna buy an inkjet printer just because, you know, I wanted to. We have a brother, Joe's brother, and when it's working right, it does a great job. I have a brother laser jet, and that's what I use for the that's what I use for my group is I print everything out laser and ship it to them.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I need to get a because I just wanted to be able to test them out. I've heard that Canons are really good too for like printables and for crafters.
Oh, yeah.
But I've never, because I did some research. I mean, but I've never tried it.
Well, here's the thing is what I say. If you're just getting into it, buy what you can afford. Okay. Buy your regular printer. You can get one under $100 where you buy the ink, the cartridge, and then just try it and get it going. If you really fall in love with printables and doing that, then you can upgrade. But you don't have to go out and start out with a very expensive printer. And here's the thing, you don't even have to have a printer. For the longest time, I did not have a printer. I used to take mine to Staples. Do you know that?
Well, Amy? And I tell people too, because they always say, well, I can't print it at home. I'm like, so go to your library.
Oh, the library, yeah.
Print for 10 cents.
Staples, that's even better.
I did send them to Staples for a while when I first started my Joyful Crafting Club thingy. But and this is something I had to learn about printing, is there is something called color management on the back end. And so like we create the printables and it matches our computer screen or whatever we see, and we're happy with that. And sometimes then when it goes to the printer, it's going to come out a little different than what it looks like on your computer. And there are like advanced color management settings on your back end that you can work through. I can get it to pretty much match so closely now, but it took me a while to learn that. So if
Yeah,
you get home and it looks different than what Denise's looks like on the screen, just don't worry about it. Like, just keep going.
yeah.
Like, it's close enough, but don't stress about that. Okay, so I've got mine. I haven't distressed it, but let me show you. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I like that. That's so cute.
Yes, I've got a oh, the crafty team has a great idea. Black Friday's coming up.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
so there we go. Yeah, friends. Let me seal this. So, I mean, the big takeaway here for you guys is I think there's a couple. One is there's lots of options. If you can't print at home, there's somewhere else you can print. The other takeaway is, Denise and I want to be able to help you make printable crafting easier. So if there's something that you're really passionate about having for your printables, please tell her. So this is why I seal it. The printable just looks more vibrant once you seal it. Let me show you.
very good. I still won't seal.
I know you don't.
Okay, you know why? Because I know a lot of people are using inkjet.
Oh yeah.
You have to be really careful because I think it really depends on your printer. Some people you can print, and I think sometimes, I don't know if it's the color, but sometimes it will smear. So
Sandy Brentlinger is on here, and she and I just had this conversation over email. And
who?
I told her to try Sandy Brentlinger. She's on this live.
Oh yeah.
She's one of my, and we were having this conversation over email about because she was having trouble with the light color smearing. And I said, because people have more trouble with reds too. But I told her try spraying with hairspray because sometimes like a good Aquanet will do it. And then I found some spray sealer, folk art spray sealer, but
Yeah, if you want to use a sealer, I would spray sealer, but I don't use spray sealer. I only got this because I wanted to test out for my membership because we did some coasters. I don't mind using this, but I can't use
it's
this
outside.
inside. It kills my lungs.
Okay. Look, Denise, we have
Very
frames.
nice.
I love it.
So
How
cute.
cute. I mean, I didn't distress mine or any, and just because of the time, but
Yeah.
I would have to go back and sand it because once you've Dura cleared it, you can't distress it, but it looks so good. Look at that.
Yep.
So does anyone have questions? Make sure you tell, and you can always message Denise or me and say, hey, what about this? Because now that Denise has got me on board with this, we really want to be able to provide you guys with an easy way to create gorgeous printables that are going to enhance your home,
Yeah. And like I said, someone had mentioned the oval, definitely, because I know my crafters absolutely love the oval, and it looks cool too.
And we can just yeah, Denise is actually, well, I'm not going to spill all the beans, but we have something fun in the works for you too. Something else that we're not going to spill related to frames and such. So
yep.
yeah.
So you can get these frames. So if you're on my page, there is a link for the frame. If you get the printable, there'll be a link in the printable. Okay.
Yep.
So you can get the printable on my website. And I think Crafty Team has been dropping the link. You can just go to iwanttocraft.com. The frames, there'll be a link there. But also too, the frame is from Amy and Art Designs. So that's where you're going to get the frame.
If if you're coming from Denise's page, grab that link for sure. A lot of my people that are on here have them because I've given them to them in their boxes, but your people, make sure you grab her link. And then if you have questions, ask, but grab her printables too, because they're just so gorgeous. This goes very, very well with our September tray and our August tray, your fall printable.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought, it's reversible. Let's have some fall, and then you flip it out, and then you've got yourself
Christmas.
some Christmas and fall. Yeah. And this is a brand new, these are all new printables, that we
The
created
scarecrow is precious.
just,
I was just saying, I'm like saying, I'm not really a fan of. Susie and I were talking about scarecrows, but I love your scarecrow. It's precious. It's not creepy. Sometimes I think they're creepy, but that is a very cute one.
yeah, I've never done a scarecrow before.
Move it over so we can see
but
it.
this one is pretty cute.
Move it underneath the Hello Fall. There you go.
Yeah. Pretty
So
cute.
Cute,
Yep.
cute.
All right. Well, we appreciate you being on with us and holding out for all the shenanigans at the beginning, and we're being a little tardy and a little late. But hey, you never know what's going to happen between us. We're always giggling when we go to our mastermind, because we're seat buddies and we're just giggling and just,
and I was ready to just, because then my internet went out too, and I'm like, I don't know, Denise. I'm like, it's probably not. And and she was like, no, let's just do it. Like Denise she is persistent, because I was ready to be like, okay, it's not in the cards, it's all good, because we had like 10 glitches. And then I started streaming, who knows where I was streaming, but it was not my page. So nice little happy surprise for some people. But you guys, we do. And if you're from my page and you're not following Denise, go over there, hit the follow button. You guys sprinkle this out. The holidays are coming, and it's just so great, because you don't know how much that means to a small business when you support them in that way.
Yep. And I think these would be really cute gifts for if you're going to Thanksgiving dinner and all that stuff for friends, because it's a fairly inexpensive craft. It really is.
And then think about the inserts, right? You can just gift them the inserts over and over. Like if you know someone who loves this style or loves, you can gift them again and again. You know what I mean? Just drop a little couple of these in the mail in the spring. Hey, I just wanted to update your frame for you, thinking about you. You know how much people would appreciate that?
Yep.
And if they like to craft it, give them the thing and let them craft it.
And you can, even though this is a fairly simple, you could totally add glitter to this. You could add, there's so many ways to change the look of this,
Yes.
But I'm really glad that Amy finally decided to kind of get on board and let me do this, because I've had this idea for a while, and I was like, yay, let's do it. Because she's like, oh, I already have this, because she already had this. And, I'm like, well, let's do it. But yeah,
there's more to come. There is more to come.
Oh, yeah. We got some stuff working. All righty.
All right, friends. We love you. Thanks for hanging out with us. And we'll talk to you soon. And hey, keep crafting and spreading joy in the world, because we need your creativity. Right, Denise?
Yep. Yeah. And next time I'll show my face.
All right. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Bye, guys.